Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
All right, Holly. And the Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Wilson to pass. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Third and 11. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Smith on the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the timing just a hair off.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Under fire. Chase to the right. He'll get rid of it. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wilson will throw. Quickly complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snags it, and there's running room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
That last play might have helped the completion percentage, but not the attempt to get the first down. They'll try it here on 3rd. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in.
Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here's Sayin to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
And the Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Richard. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Indiana! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he puts through the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Unloads quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Quarterback may change this route. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Wilson will throw. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Becker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Martin. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wilson to pass. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Richard. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
And the Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. Tries to get it himself. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Indiana! Put 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Corner's going to give them room. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sayin. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 25 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
And it's the Terrapins coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Once he got some room, it was over. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Becker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is on its way. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
Sayin from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll run the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback making checks. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Defense not showing press coverage. Play fake, Sayin. Shoots it to the left. The throw to the outside is complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Complete on the left to Smith. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. These corners backing off a bit. Saying back to the air. Quick strike complete. Got a little grass. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Wilson will throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Say It. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wilson to pass. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. They get to him. It's blocked. A huge special teams play.
And you could see they had a punt block left set up. They overload the left side of the formation. They don't have enough guys to really get them all blocked up. Nice job getting in the backfield, taking the ball off the punter's foot, and getting the huge punt ball.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Finds his man. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Got a man, it's Becker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might be calling a hot route. Wilson will throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Wide 80, move. Four.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be changing the route. Wilson to pass. Working that left side now. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Move. Bridge.
Run inside. It's Martin. The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David. It's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan. Look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
Ready. Move 30.
The offense changing the play. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's first and 15. They want to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Using the quick game. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's the pressure. Working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wilson to pass. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know, at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.